Okay, hey guys, this is going to be a crochet video, things I've got finished, that sort of thing video. So, I've got several things finished. There's two things that I don't know, or three things I don't know if I've showed you before. I kind of cleaned out and organized my little crochet area here, my crafting table, and I found a couple hats that I was like, I don't think I've ever shown you. If I have, then I apologize. So I'll start with those so that we can just get through those real quick. There's actually three of them. This one looks a little weird. It's a ribbed beanie, and it might look a little short. I made it for a guy who wanted just a hat that would end like right above his ears. He's a runner. And it turns out that one of the other hats that I made, he liked it, and he got it, and I was still working on this. So, you know, now I have this hat that's a little bit weird, but I'm not real sure. He just wanted it. I don't know. He was kind of a strange guy. So, but yeah, I don't know if I've shown this one before. It's just the Crochet Zombies, just regular crochet beanie, the ribbed, or I think she calls it a ribbed reversible beanie. I'm not sure why it's reversible. It looks weird on this side to me, but anyway, I really love this pattern. I've made several hats. Usually I make them longer, obviously, but you know. And these next two hats I made for a friend that I haven't given them to yet. He is a big Green Bay Packers fan. So, and he has a really hard time finding hats that fit his head because he says he's got a ginormous head. So, I made him two hats to see which one he would like better. This one is a crochet. It's just a plain crochet, double crochet hat. I just went a little bigger on the increases. I think I increased like one more row than I usually do. And it's just striped with the Green Bay colors. I don't know if it was going to show up really great on the camera. Sometimes the colors are weird, but it's just like the gray, or the green and the yellowy color. This is the same color I use in like my Vanderbilt stuff. It's kind of a light golden, like a goldenroddy color. And then I made this one for him. This is one of the Addy hats. Like Margaret makes the tubes that just fit up into each other. So it's a double hat, and then it's just got a cuffed brim. And it's the same color, same yarn. I think it's just Red Heart yarn. So I'm going to let him pick. These sometimes are a little bit smaller because, you know, they don't, it just depends on what yarn you use. They don't stretch as good. But I figured, you know, he could pick between this one and the other one, or if he wants both of them, you know. So these might not ever be on my Etsy page, or I might have put them up. I don't know. I can't remember because I keep trying to meet with him, and we have weird work schedules. So and now it's really hot, so I don't know that he's going to want them anymore. But so that's all of the, let's see, I've got one more hat that I finished. One more hat. This, I have not sewed in the ends yet. I think they're just all, I'm going to though. I just finished it last night. I was just playing around with this yarn. I made a snake that you'll see in just a minute out of this green variegated yarn. And this is actually, I have the label, hold on. This is the Bernat Super Value. The color of this is Forest Cathedral, and this is one of the yarns. This is one of the yarns I got on clearance at Joann's a while back when they were doing that big clearance sale, and then I had the coupon. So this is just a double crochet beanie again, and at the bottom I did a front post, back post double crochet just to make kind of a ribbing effect. And then I just went around once with a single crochet to kind of end it off. And like I said, I haven't sewn in my ends. This yarn, though, the Bernat is a lot softer than the Red Heart. So I really do like this yarn. I haven't washed it yet, so I don't know how it's going to hold up in the wash, but it starts out soft, where the Red Heart, you have to like wash it and all that kind of stuff. But I think this color is really pretty too. It's striped up pretty good, you know, as I went down. So I'm happy with this one. I think it's cute. I like it. Like I said, I made a snake out of the same yarn. Let me throw that over here. He's wound up. So this is a snake scarf I made, and I made his little eyes. There they are. His little tongue. And he's really long because it's a whole skein of yarn, and it's super soft. I really like this one. I like this one better, actually, than the Red Heart one I made, just because it's so much softer. But I made this on the little Addi machine, the Addi Express Professional, and then I just crocheted a tongue, and I crocheted the eyes. I still haven't gotten into the buttons for the eyes. I kind of like my little crocheted eyes. I don't know. This one I had a hard time with because when I crochet the eyes, I leave the bottom open and I kind of flip it over and tie them, and I wasn't thinking, and I went ahead and cinched the bottom and sewed it shut. So I had to fight with the eyes a little bit, but it was okay. Wasn't a tragedy. And so anyway, yeah, I had a little hard time. But so the hat, I guess they kind of go together. It's not necessarily, you know, it matches pretty well, but the hat is kind of more of an adult size, and these snake scarves are kind of more of a kid thing. But anyway, I think these are super cute, and they're so fun to make because they just come right out. And if you are interested in this, Margaret Olander, Sheepishly Sharing is what her channel's called. She makes these, and basically it's really easy. You just go a whole skein of yarn on your Addi, or, you know, less if you want it a little shorter, and then you just cinch the bottom. You cinch both ends, just cinch them up, and you take and you make a little chain tongue in whatever color. This is like a pink. You can do red. And then you make little eyes, or you use buttons to do the eyes, and then it makes a little snake. So, and she has a tutorial on that, and not that you need a whole big tutorial, but her tutorials are really good. So I would check that out if you're interested in making one of those. I made my first, well, not my first, my second cowl, and I found I've actually had it on my page on Ravelry for a little while now, the pattern, and I don't remember what it's called, but it's in my library, and I just never made it because I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated than it turned out to be. So, but it's really not, and here it is. And it looks small, but it really hangs really cute because of the way it's made. And what I did, it's not really connected. Like, these are all, look, they're just kind of laced together, and it makes a really cute effect, especially when it's hanging, because they kind of lay different than a normal, you know, if it was all crocheted together. So what you do basically is, I think each one of these is 116 chain, and then you double crochet. I'm trying to think. I think it's actually half double crochet. You half double crochet or double, I guess it really doesn't matter, 5, and then you chain 5, and then you half double crochet 5, you chain 5, and then you make your second one, and you just pull the little chain where the chain space is in between the one from before. So that's what holds it together, and you can stretch it out like this. You can see it a little bit better how it holds together. I think this would be a really cool scarf as well. I might make a scarf next time out of this. It is a little, it takes a little while because you have to, you know, it's almost like sewing because you have to pull each little end through, but I really like the effect of it, and it's really cute when it's on. So, and it's just like a teal, blue, and gray. And I thought the colors went together really cool, so that's my first one of those I've ever made. So I thought it turned out really good. And I think I showed y'all some of my washcloths last time. I'm not sure if I did or not, so I'll show them to you again. I've kind of gotten on a washcloth kick. I got a bunch of cotton yarn from a guy who was cleaning out his stash, and I really didn't know what to do with it. I've made several pot holders, but I kind of wanted something that was came together a little faster. So I started making washcloths, and I really like the granny square washcloths. I think they're really cool looking. So I've made several. So here's one, and it's just, all it is a granny square, and then you go around the edge with a single crochet. Or with actually I think this is a half double that I go around the edge with. And let me see if I can fold it so you can see it a little. It's kind of hard to see the colors in these a little bit, but that's this one, and with the edging in blue. And then I made one that was blue with the green and the variegated edging. I made several. This one's blue with just a variegated edge, and the white and the blue part of the variegation was on this one. And this is the variegated middle with the blue edge. These four are all the same 2 yarns, blue and the variegated. They just come out a little different by where I am in the skein. These are my favorite ones so far. I made these out of some wild colors. This was a green and a rainbow bright variegated. This is mostly the variegated and the green along the edge. This is just the opposite, which is the green in the middle and the variegated along the outside. And this one is all variegated with the green on the outside. And you can't tell, this one and this one are not the same, but they look almost identical. This one, what I did was I did a few rows, and then I did a row of the green, and then more of the variegated and green on the outside. But you can't hardly tell because this green matches this variegated yarn so well. So that's those. There's 8 of those, if you can believe that. And then I thought, well, sometimes you just want a little scrubby thing. So I made some little circles. This is just basically, it's just a flat circle. It's the same way you make the hat, like a double crochet hat, but you just don't, you just stop at, I think I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So I just increase for 5 rows and then I stop. And I thought these are really cool for just, scrubbing your face, and you can just toss them in the washing machine. So I made a green one, and these 2, again, are the same variegated yarn. I just think it's really cool how you start in different spots on the variegation, and they look totally different. So this one looks like this, and this one looks like this. So those are cool. I like those. And they work up really quick. It's something you can do while you're sitting on the couch watching TV. I like those kind of projects because if I have to count too much, I always end up messing it up, because I get distracted watching TV, or, Adam comes in the house and I'm like, what? So I've got a couple of things I've been working on. This shawl, I'm still working on it. I pick it up and I set it down, I pick it up and I set it down. I've done, it's going to look the same to you guys. I've done maybe 3 rows on it, but it's hard to tell, unless it's drastically bigger, it's hard to tell. I may end up making this like a neckerchief type thing because I don't have this much left of this yarn. And this is the yarn that I used when I went to that Fiber in the Burrow. So this is kind of just like the leftovers from the project we did at Fiber in the Burrow. So I will be finishing this. I'm going to try to work on my projects that I've just sat down, and I'm one of those crocheters where I start something and then I set it down and then I forget about it, or I just don't want to pick it up anymore. But I'm going to try to do better on my works in progress. So this is still, I have not really worked much on this either. This is that butterfly shawl. The problem with this, I like this yarn. This is I have a couple of them. This is the Wool-like from the Loops and Threads, which is the Michaels, and it's in color Teal Lake. And there's like 678 yards of this stuff in here. And it's it's small. It's a super fine yarn, and it's the first time I've ever worked with one that's that little. But it's turning out really pretty. It's just very intricate. You have to follow the pattern, and I'm really not a big pattern follower, so this is something I have to be like concentrating on. I can't be watching TV and I can't watch YouTube videos. So it sits here. It's not made any progress, unfortunately. I will try to work on that though. The only other thing I've really been working on is I started a scarf. I think I'm gonna rip this out. I don't like the way it looks. I did a front post double crochet on the bottom to try to kind of make a ribbing, and then I went up with double crochets. Sorry, I'm waiting on the postman to come because I was supposed to get a package today, and it's like 4 o'clock. He's late, so I keep waiting to see if he's coming in. But anyway, I think I'm gonna rip this back and just make a normal, just like a standard scarf with this. This is the Bernat, no, not Bernat, Lion Brand Pound of Love yarn in the color denim, and it is really, it looks like denim. And this is another one of the, I got 2 skeins, and I'm not gonna make, oh my god, sorry, the cat just like messed with this box that's in the floor and scared me to death. I wasn't gonna make a blanket out of this right now. It's too hot to be doing blankets. So I've made several hats, and I've made a towel and that kind of stuff, and I was gonna make a scarf, and I just don't like the way this is turning out. I may try to loom knit one possibly. I haven't done that in a while, so I might try it again and see how that works out, because another girl that I have been watching her videos on YouTube, I think her name's Angie, and I'm not sure her last name, Angie Wade. She loom knits a lot, and I used to do that with the just the regular looms. What are they called? I can't remember. But, you know, you get the whole set, the round ones and the long ones, and I have all those. They're collecting dust in another room. And I used to love to do it, but I just kind of fell out of it. So I might try to pull that out and maybe see, you know, if I like it still again. And what else? What I'm waiting on from the post office is some clips for my shoes. So I went big shopping with my mom to look for shoes for my wedding dress, and couldn't find any sparkly shoes that I liked. I don't like to wear heels. I'm tall enough. It's not that Adam's short. I really don't like heels. I don't like to walk in heels. So I couldn't find any that I liked that were flats or small heels that were sparkly, because my dress has rhinestones and pearls on it. And anyway, so I found a pair of shoes at Payless of all places that are just plain ivory flats, and they're like patent leather type of shine to them. That's what they look like. And I thought, well, I'll get these for backup, and what I'll do is if I have to wear some like higher heels, I'll wear them for the ceremony. I'll slip into these shoes after, because they're a lot more comfortable, and but they're really plain. They're just plain. So I was looking on Etsy, and they have shoe clips that this girl makes, and they just match my dress. They're really pretty. They're rhinestones and pearls, and I was trying to see if I could find a picture of them while I was on here, but they should be coming today, and they match my dress. It's like it was meant to be. They match my dress just beautifully, and I'm going to clip them on my shoes, so I don't have to find any more shoes. Shoes are done. And I thought, it's just awesome. Let me see. I found the picture, and I'll bring it up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but that's what they look like. And that's kind of what my shoes look like too, except they're closed toe, so I think it was just meant to be. So I did that, and I ordered a sign for the wedding reception. It's really cute. This lady hand paints them. So it looks like, let me see if I can get it to come up. It looks like this. It says, "Come as you are, stay as long as you can. We're all family here. There's no seating plan." So, and it's on like reclaimed wood, like pallet wood looking like. So that's going to be really cute. So now all I have to do is finalize the photographer and find a cake and flowers. So, and we think we have a photographer, so that's good. Then there's cake and flowers and a DJ. Then we think we have the DJ. So maybe just cake and flowers, and then we'll be set. So that's kind of the wedding update, and that's all my crochet stuff. I am going to try to make a goal for myself to finish some of these things that have been sitting here forever, and to clean up this mess. There is yarn everywhere on my little table. Maybe I'll make some scrap hats or something to try to get rid of it, but there are just pieces. Just not enough to do a whole big thing. But I have like these, there's like yarn balls everywhere, and there's like skeins that are deflated where I've used up most of it, and it's all, oh gosh, it's just a mess. So I'm going to get on to that, and I hope you liked this video. I will see you next time. Bye.